Have you ever been asked, if you could be any animal in the world, what would you be? I've been asked this question several times, and I always hesitate when I'm responding because I don't see myself as an animal at all. No, I don't want to be a lion, I don't want to be a tiger, and I don't want to be a bear. Instead, I would want to be something totally different. I would want to be a plant. To me, plants are adaptable, they're resilient, and for our world to function, we need them. But what's most interesting is that every plant starts as a seed. Hi, my name is Aiden Wilson, and I want to teach you a lesson on the importance of sowing seeds because they may lead to unforeseen opportunities. For you to understand this lesson, I want you to envision yourself as a farmer and the space where you are right now as a field. For most of my life, my field was in Nassau, the Bahamas, literal paradise. We had the perfect weather that was never too hot, but never too cold. We had the perfect beaches with extensive marine life. We also had the soil that enabled us to produce crops and eat directly from the earth. From the surface, I'm sure you'll understand why we always say, it's just better in the Bahamas. But from my understanding, when I speak with tourists, they always share that it's the Bahamian people that made their experience great. And I totally agree. We're humble and charming, yet we're bold, welcoming, and we love to have a good time. But behind every smile we share, there's a deep love for culture and a deep love for family. To me, family is everything. Although my family is quite large, there are three individuals who grew me to be the person that I am today. Those would be my grandmother, my mother, and my aunt. My grandmother alone has a very inspirational story. She migrated to the Bahamas from Jamaica in her early 20s, and she endured so much. She wanted to provide a life that her children would enjoy, and she succeeded. Based on her life, I learned two important lessons. One, nothing in life is free, and two, nothing in life comes easy. There's also my mother, who has always been a guiding light for me. She would say, Aiden, your name is written on the world. Go there and claim it. Finally, there's my Aunt Jewel. She was just my cool Aunt Jewel. I love her down, but she was just cool. But it was the wisdom these women bestowed upon me that were my seeds in the journey of life. In the Bahamas, I know how everything operated. So I planted seeds based on my academic, social, and professional interests. Academically, I always did pretty well in high school. I had the good grades and I was well involved in clubs and scholastic programs. Socially, I was well involved with our local church. But it was a seed I planted professionally that changed my life. In 10th grade, my mom brought me over. She sat me down and she said, Aiden, I want you to do more in this world. Remember, your name is written on it. Go there and claim it. So I did just that. I joined a program called Junior Achievement Bahamas. This is an entrepreneurship program that teaches high school students business principles. Every year that I joined the organization, I transitioned to a new role. I started off as a regular student, then I became a manager of production and left as a vice president of human resources. After 3 years of selling products ranging from refreshing fruit-infused lemonades to sensational hand sanitizers, I left the organization with a lot of knowledge. I also left with numerous awards, including Most Distinguished Achiever and Top Sales Award. See, in the Bahamas, I had cultivated a field that was bright. It was beautiful. There was a lot of color. There was a lot of variety. There was excellence. I was proud of what I produced, and I benefited from each seed that I sowed. However, my mom, she was proud, but she was like, Aiden, this was a little bit too easy for you. I want you to go out there in the world, find a challenge, go farther into the world. Your name is written on it. And I accepted the challenge. I started looking at schools abroad, and SUNY Oswego was one of the options. I had to process leaving a field that I had already cultivated to now come to a new field in a new country at 16 years old. It was a tough decision, but after much small thought, I decided to journey over 1,100 miles to SUNY Oswego, and boy, Everything was different. For starters, it's snowed. The people were different, the culture was different, the educational system was different. And boy, oh boy, the food, the food is it's different. It's different. But nonetheless, I came. And at first, I was overcome with fear, which made me forget the crucial lessons from my upbringing. I thought that this wasn't the place for me because I was uncomfortable. But after my first semester, I decided to visit home and see family. During that visit, I was reminded that one, nothing in life is free, two, nothing in life comes easy, and to claim what's mine in the world. So I returned to Oswego with a changed perspective. I remembered that this new country, this new environment, is an empty field filled with potential. Although I was unfamiliar with the territory, I boldly stepped out onto the field and I planted seeds all over based on my interests, figuratively, of course. Those seeds would have been in my academics, my networking, and my professional development. I prayed and hoped that a seed that I plant will grow and produce a big plant, that brings fruit. I had faith. Firstly, I started off in the dining hall. I needed a form of income and professional development, so I started working in Cooper Dining Hall where I met some amazing people. That position led me to network with many others and led to valuable leadership positions with auxiliary services. From there, summer was coming up and I needed a job. Minimum wage in the Bahamas is about $6.50, and with my changed perspective, I had a new lifestyle that was expensive and I needed money to afford it. So I saw a position with the Student Orientation and Family Engagement Office and I applied. I saw that the position would also kind of challenge my networking skills. So I applied and I got the position. And through that, I found that I had a passion for connecting with incoming students and their worried parents, especially those that looked like me. After 3 years of working with that department, I left as a Laker leader and a most valuable staff member. Next, I wanted to enhance my connection skills, so I applied to be a resident assistant. And after receiving that role and serving 3 years, I have helped over 200 students through their college journey. From there, I planted an interest in public speaking, so I applied to be a tour guide. And you see where that led. I applied to be a tour guide, and I started. And although on every tour I would get asked, Aiden, why'd you leave the Bahamas where it was sunny to come to SUNY Oswego where it snows? And I would get annoyed. That seed I planted led me to now serve as an intern, helping to coordinate programs for incoming students. I also planted a seed in the classroom. During my second semester, I took a course called Business Organizations with the late Larry E. Mahart. During the first few weeks of the course, Larry instilled so much fear in me. But later, I learned that Larry was a giant of an educator with some of the best stories. And I mean, his stories would go on for hours and hours and hours, but he was a great storyteller. But what was more inspirational about his class was this team of teaching assistants. Week after week, I would watch them lead and engage our class, and this inspired me. So I applied, not only as a challenge to myself, but as a challenge to Larry. So I applied and I got the position, and after serving for 2 semesters, I was a master teaching assistant, helping to coordinate 4 sections with over 100 students. That seed I planted changed my life. I went on to plant other seeds with Aiden Sigma Gamma, National Health Honor Society, where I served as treasurer. I became a star mentor, helping to mentor first-year students. I also planted a seed with our university foundation as a student ambassador, and I joined the student committee for teaching and learning. But even in my successes, I experienced some setbacks. I planted some seeds, and not all of those seeds grew. For example, I think I look pretty athletic, right? I mean, I know. I tried out for the rugby team. They told me, nah, buddy, it's not for you. I applied to several internships. They weren't all successful. Like every international student, I applied to virtually all scholarships. And guess what? I only got a handful of those back. It was kind of hard to overcome these setbacks on top of feeling homesick. But nonetheless, I had to keep pushing forward. I reminded myself that nothing in life is free, nothing in life comes easy, and to go there and claim what's mine in the world. So, I did just that. One day, I came across an advertisement to join Student Association, an organization that represents the student body. During my junior year, I started off as a senator, but then I became the chair of finance, managing contingency accounts. Now I serve as the president, and I represent over 7,000 students and advocate for their needs to higher administration. Overall, I come back to my grandmother and mother's philosophy is that nothing in life is free, nothing in life comes easy, and to claim what's mine in the world. I applied this lesson in the Bahamas, and it worked. I came abroad to an entirely new country, and that worked too. It was uncomfortable at first. Nonetheless, I went out there and I planted those seeds wherever I could. And now, as I reflect, I see a field that is bright, it's beautiful, it's filled with color, variety, excellence. It's a field that I'm proud to call my second home. To you, and you. You can be anywhere in the world, but you must have the mindset that this world is yours. Go out there and claim it. You'll realize that as you sow those seeds, some will turn into great plants that lead to other opportunities. But you'll also find that you will sow some seeds that may not grow, they won't flourish. But that's okay. You should keep on planting because you'll learn from that. Join that club, apply to that internship, audition for that play. It's going to be new and uncomfortable, but that's okay. It's all a part of growth. Every seed encounters a rock or an obstacle in the soil, yet it perseveres. Today, I shared my story as a testament to what exposure can do for you. But I want to hear yours one day. Keep on planting those seeds of opportunities. Sow those seeds and reap the opportunities it bears. Thank you.